Mike, could you talk about a little bit about your struggles that you went through early in practice to now it seems like coach is really happy with how you played the last few practices.
Yes,
I guess could you speak on what the transition has been like from high school to now?
Really just a play speed, getting my feet wet, really taking one day at a time and just realizing and just growing from my mistakes, just being mature about it and, learning from everything that I'm doing wrong, really.
When you're in high school, I know that you got here for the first time in March of 23.
Yes, sir.
Visited a bunch during that time, I guess. What was the moment that you were like, I want to be here, I want to be a rotator?
Really just every time I came, just the comfortability of being with the coaches, being with the players, knowing little things, just behind the scenes, just being able to see all that really go down and just being able to be behind them during the season. And I just feel like I was a part of that team at that time, and that's just really what made me just pull the trigger and come here.
And I'm sure the rankings and all that stuff doesn't matter to you, but there's a lot of expectation and excitement for
Yes, sir.
for you to get on the field, I guess. How are you handling the outside noise, and what kind of methods are you using to stay internal and keep
Yes,
it
sir.
down?
Just being mature, like I said before, blocking out any media or anything. I really don't have social media. I mean, I have two phones, but on the other phone is Instagram, and then when I need to post the brand deals or whatever, then that's when I go and do. But on my regular phone, I don't have nothing on there. I just talk to my people, study my playbook when I go home, and just things like that. Just staying mature, so that way when I get to practice, I know exactly what I need to do, handle my assignment, and then have a good practice. Really, yes, sir.
How complex is this offense? Because I've heard that 60 plays get inserted every day for
Yes, sir.
practice, and it sounds like you're up there with Coach Juice all the time, I guess. How are you adjusting from the high school offense to seems like a pretty heavy verbiage and heavy
Yes, sir.
input offense?
I mean, my high school coaches really got me ready with the moving me around because I was always, either the slot outside or at running back or even at quarterback at younger years. But just being able to really get set, just get used to little things like that and just going out there knowing that I can do it, just have a good confidence and just knowing that my preparation is really what's going to help me.
And Micah, you mentioned moving around in high school, playing a lot of positions. Both Kinley and McGuire said they were anxious to get you in fall camp and see where they're going to play you. Where have you been playing in fall camp? What positions?
I've been playing the Z mostly, but we have different packages and things like that where I go to slot.
Do you have a preference?
Anywhere they need me, I'm just trying to help the team.
You mentioned the word mature a couple of times, and that's
Yes, sir.
the word Joey always kind of uses to describe you. What or who do you kind of attribute that mentality to? Is it parents, relatives, anything else?
Yes, sir. I say really just God, just knowing God in football. That's just what's on my mind. God in football. That's all I say every day. God in football, and that's really just what's kept me in a good structure. And also just learning from my mom and my pops and just my family back home, just knowing how to carry myself and just do everything the right way.
We've heard a little bit the other day about you and Barron's communication, about how he's kind of trying to help you along, maybe a little bit stern,
Yes, sir.
maybe a little bit harsh. Can you just, what's that been like for you? Kind of like this guy,
Yes, sir.
you need to have that connection with.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. I need to hear the, different calls and things like that. I need to know this stuff. So just hearing him and seeing the passion that he is showing me, like, hey, man, we got to know this, things like that. That's really helping me because I'm not really like a pity pat, like, oh, hey, Mike, you gotta get that right. You know what I'm saying? I like to hear the bad stuff. I like to hear the harsh stuff because I just feel like that drives me, and just knowing that he actually cares about me, he's going to get on to me, hey, we need to get this right. So just knowing that I got people around me that actually care about me and good teammates.
As this year comes closer and closer, you saw the excitement of Red Raider basketball. What's it going to feel like when you go out there with a fully packed Jones and ready to show them what you have to offer?
Yes, sir. It's going to be very great going out there to show the Jones what we've been working hard for, and just going out as a team, just executing, doing everything we need to do, handling our business and doing our job, and just having fun, and everything's going to take care of the rest.
So what are you working on the most, other than the playbook, that is something that you really want to focus on?
Just staying calm, just being relaxed, and just having fun because, at the end of the day, football is football, and I've been playing this game my whole life, so nothing's really changing. All it is changing is the schemes. I just got to get used to them and know.
You mentioned your two phones. Coach McGuire said on media day that he texts you a lot, motivational stuff. What's some of the things that he sends you, and how often does he text you?
I mean, this is almost every day or every other day. Him just sending me little Twitter things or little quotes. And he also has a group chat too that he sends like with all the receivers and things like that. I feel like that's just something great that you need to have because it's just another reminder of what we really need to do and just to stay mission focused and do everything really just the right way and just do what we're supposed to do because that's the brand. So
He said the other day that he sent you a Peter Warrick video. Did you even know who Peter Warrick was?
no, sir, I didn't. So I seen the video. Yes, sir.
Micah, could you talk a little bit about your relationship with Coach Nance? Because I know that you've known him for a long time, and he's been a
Yes,
crucial
sir.
part of your recruitment here. I guess what's that like, and what's it like being around him every day?
My relationship with Coach Nance is just keep going up every time. So just having a person like that, like I said before, just having those good people around me, just that comfortability that I have with him, and us just talking every day, just talking about real things and talking about football and just getting closer to each other is just really what made me like just trust him. And I'm just a big trust factor guy, and I just have to have good loyalty because I want to do the same thing and give all my all back to everybody else.
What do you believe your best trait on the field is? Because you're shifty with the ball in your hand, you have really good ball skill. Like, just what do you believe your best trait is?
I say my best trait is my mentality. I say my motor. I'm always excited. I mean, even when I get frustrated, it's just at myself. Like I know that I need to work on and things like that. And I know that I can't show it and things like that. But really, just my motor, just driving the guys around me, picking guys up, and just being a leader. Just because that's what God chose me to be. So.
Micah, how involved have you been on special teams?
I've been pretty involved, punt return, kick return, just working every day, catching on the jugs, just learning from Coach Juice and writing stuff every day in my notebook for special teams, learning from Coach Perry.
Have you learned a little bit from Dre McGuire as well? Obviously, he had a great season last year.
Yes, sir. That's my boy. He's always on me and always uplifting me, and I love him.
From the wide receiver position, who are you kind of looking at modeling your game after a little bit, maybe getting extra reps with after practice?
Really just everybody. Just staying on page and just making sure that I'm working on the catches, working on the things that I need to work on, and also getting everybody else better. I say we really just stay there together, really, to get catches in or things like that. I wouldn't really say it's just a specific person that I get catches with.
You made a couple visits to some big names with big coaches. What was it about Joey McGuire, though, that kind of shifted your focus to Texas Tech?
Really just the message that he was telling me. I wasn't really worried about any outside noise or any money or anything, and I just didn't want to be part of a winning team. You know, I always like to work hard and things like that. And Coach McGuire, I'll run through a wall for him. So I'm just trying to do everything that I can to make myself a better player and just to ball out for him.
Is your health at 100% right now?
Yes, sir.
Piggybacking off that recruiting question, besides the staff, how did your visits go? Was the atmosphere, just kind of talk about who hosted you, who kind of showed you around?
Yes, sir. My visits were always great because I was just grateful to be able to come and watch the game. I usually came with like a family friend or something like that because my parents couldn't take me because they had to work. But being around that atmosphere all the time, coming to the Oregon game, just seeing them boys, like I felt like we was really about to spank them and beat them and things like that. But I just felt like I had to commit after that day and just uplift the city really and uplift the coaches and everything because I feel like I really lost the game too. So just really enjoying the moment every time I'm able to see these guys. And then my player host, I had Jerron Bradley on my OV and things like that. And he was a good guy. I always liked being around him and let me stay with him and stuff like that. So, but all the receivers I got a good connection with. So that's all I care about.
Micah, do you have a favorite NFL receiver to watch on film or anything like that?
My favorite receiver is Julio Jones. And I used to watch Odell too. But lately I've been kind of watching Jamar Chase a lot and Devontae Adams. So just learning from those older guys and just little details because that's what Juice is always harping about and just having fun with it.
Who's giving you the best rep on the defensive side?
I say everybody. Macho number 12, Macho Stevenson, Braylon Lux. I mean, anybody who guards up against me is going to be a good rep. So I'm always grateful that I have great teammates that are going to work me and make me work hard, and I'm also going to give them good work and work hard. And at the end of the day, we're teammates. So once we go off the field, all the other stuff is cut out.
Anything else, guys?
Thanks,
All right. Thank you,
Sir,
Micah.
Thanks, Micah.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. I'll be safe.